Hello. Hello.
ほころびを発見。修正します。
Oh, sorry, I was focused on all those menus. I'm doing okay. Got most of the bills paid for the month. You can see here I bought some packages because I had some money from caregiving. Yeah, it takes a little concentration to do all those menus. Make sure you don't screw it up. Was that one costume I wanted? Where is it? I don't see it. That one looks kind of cool, I guess. I like the male characters more, though. That one looks pretty good.
この戦い、グレーレーブンが先導します。行け！
I gotta learn how to play her first. Let's go do the tutorial. She's like, well, maxed out for my my income level. Maxed out. Double S3 resonated weapon. The weapons resonated. The memories are resonated too. All hyper tune, but I don't know how to play her yet. So let's go do that really quick.
勝利こそが私たちの誓いです。それ！集え、暁の光！行け！それ！行
mean, this game doesn't have 50-50, so... Is it really worth congratulating? That's the best thing about this game is no coin flip. That's why I spent more on this game than any other gacha. There's no coin flip. That's why this is like the only one I spend like significant money on. I just dropped $50 on this game. Because I know I'm actually getting the character and not some crap character I don't want. That's why I stopped playing Wuthering Waves, because of that garbage in that game. Sad to see them not carry over the goodwill from this. That game still has that stupid coin flip crap. Can't stand it. I uninstalled that game. I think the worst thing about Wuthering Waves, having the coin flip, is that the off-rate characters suck. And that is not a problem in Zenless Zone Zero, which is like the main competitor. The off-rate characters in Wuthering Waves are terrible. It's just a slap in the face. Some of them have cool designs, but they're so much worse than the limited characters. It never once feels good getting one. I get that that game costs way more money to run and like maintain than this does, but I just couldn't get behind it. I tried to get Brant and I got a crap character instead. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. Goodbye. If they fixed that, I would go back. But they lost me. I'll still donate to them on this game. Look at the donations on this. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the DMC collab works. Interesting to see how that works, because they gotta make people pull for them somehow. But I don't think they want like collab characters to be meta anymore, so I'm curious how they're going to make people spend money. I'm legit curious how they will. It's hard to get people to pull on like male characters, but then also if they're not meta, people will pull like even less. Like, they have to have some kind of hook to make them worth playing. mean, obviously, I'm a character action guy, so I would spend money on them regardless, but I don't represent everybody, of course. I don't represent everybody. As soon as they told me they were in this game, I was immediately ready to open my wallet, but the average person that plays this is not going to be interested. What's up, Power Flood? Just doing my homework here really quick. Max out the new martial artist. It just came out. Let's see, how close is that to max? Should be right here. Yeah, she's really fun to play.
たまには本気出そっかな。たまには本気出そっかな。たまには本気出そっかな。
This is a triple patch. You get 3 characters this patch. It's a triple patch. So basically 3 patches in the time it takes to go through one. Probably just max her out from here, huh? Where is she? Oh, she's not in here yet. She'll be in here tomorrow. Let me see what memory set she puts on. Maybe we'll play as her for a little bit. Go off meta. Let's see, where is she? Hasten and Darwin. care about optimizing this too hardcore. She's an off-meta character, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter that much. Only going to be used in like off-meta content, so can't really use her in like Pain Cage or anything. But she is very fun to use. I want to use her anyway, but she's not a meta character. It's more of a for fun character or for like somebody just starting out on the game. She's considerably better than a lot of the old S ranks just because of power creep, but I'm obviously really invested in this game, so don't need the character to like progress or anything. But I'm all about fun over meta. It's just in this game you kind of have to prioritize. You have to prioritize meta a lot of the time. At least if you want to like not brick your account. How many hyper tunes do I have? How much is this gonna cost? She's not getting hyper tuned. Nanami's in like 3 days. not gonna get hyper tuned. That's as far as she goes. Cannot waste resources on an A rank. Those are the hardest resources to get, so not gonna get hyper tuned. Her weapon's not until tomorrow anyway. We're actually in like 3.5 hours. When stream goes on long enough, I might go get her weapon. No promises. Let's go ahead and try her out. Yeah, the cat's paid for my PGR account this month. See right here, I spent $50 and some change. I got all these packs right here, and then I've got enough for the next character and her weapon when she comes out on, I think, Monday. No, I haven't gotten around to that. Maybe this stream. I got a bunch of things I want to do this stream. I'm working on this right now. Yeah, I bought a Google Play card. I really want to buy his skin too. And maybe when I get paid from work again. Maybe when I get paid from work again. I already I spent more than usual on this game, this patch, because this is a triple patch. And I would not do that if it was a coin flip. Totally would not do that if it was a coin flip. There's no male characters this patch, Alvi. There is no male character coming to this game for the foreseeable future. None. Not one. I think the only one coming to the game at this point is Dante and Virgil. There will not be another cool guy character anytime soon. I gotta learn how to play this character. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta get a good score this week. Definitely not. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
怒りない。もう死は恐れない。生き抜いてやる。命がけで行くぞ。道を切り開く。もう死は恐れない。命がけで道を切り開く。当たれ。それ。集え。暁の光。翼よ羽ばたけ。集中攻撃。もう死は恐れない。命がけで行く。私に任せてください。道を切り開く。行くぞ。立ち止まるのはらしくない。
Yeah, this is 3 patches in one, so we're getting... You got Lucia, and then we're getting Yada releases tomorrow, but I got an early copy, and then I saved my fatigue. So she comes out tomorrow, and then Nanami, the new lightning tank, who's going to replace Vera, is going to be, I think, on Monday. So, 3 characters, but like everything gets tripled. So all your currency and stuff gets tripled. So I bought like this bundle, and then I bought this. I didn't buy this just yet because I don't really need it. Really only need the stamina for to max out the A rank, because I have like so many materials here. If you look in here, I have way too much stuff that I can't even use. I have enough in here for like the next couple months without ever getting another one. So I didn't bother with the serum bundle. It's kind of a waste of money. But I did get a bunch of other stuff. Guarantee I can get double S Nanami minimum, and then the weapon. How long does this patch go for? I don't remember how long it goes for. It goes until June, so if I need to cash more, I can do it then. But I'm done for now. I don't need anything else. Next patch should be a double patch, so it's going to be a lot cheaper. The next patch is 2 S ranks, but only 2 patches in one, not 3. So we're going to get a bit of a break for a while. This patch is kind of nuts because it's 3. Yeah, the only reason I spend money on that game is because there's no coin flip garbage. It's the only reason. Like I cannot spend even like $50 on Zenless without feeling bad because of the coin flip stuff in that game. A lot of people are saying PGR is underrated. Like, yeah, it is. It's definitely not perfect, but I mean, if you're gonna spend money on the game, it is. That and Aether Gazer are the best action gachas right now. Just because you actually get good value for your money. Aether Gazer is kind of interesting because that game does have the coin flip, but the way that it works is that if you don't get the character that's featured, it doesn't remove the pity. So you just get an extra character, and unlike the Mihoyo games and Wuthering Waves and all the other ones, actual good characters are in the banners. You can lose and get a good character. It is a huge difference that should not be understated. The fact that you can lose and you know, not get a crap character, and then you're still guaranteed to get the one you want is way better. If you want to play an action gacha and you don't have, you know, top 1% content creator money, I can't recommend those games enough. It is probably the best deal you can get, really. PGR has none of that at all. The thing about PGR is that the rates are comparatively very low, so you don't really gamble in that game at all. If you get a character early, you're lucky, but you pretty much prepare to go to pity, which is what I always do. I don't pull unless I'm at pity, which is why I spent some of my caregiving money to guarantee I could get the next character. I'm probably only going to double S though. Probably only double S. I don't know if I want to go any farther than that. I'll have to look at the guides. See what the good stopping point is.
See, that must be what the witch was talking about.
Silence.
Power Flood, I might actually start playing DFO again, because they're going to keep patching this game, and I'm going to run out of game to play soon. I very well might give this game a break. This is one of those single-player games with, like, finite content, but they're going to keep doing updates for it. might legit be good to play the real VFO. Either that or start Rise of the Ronin, but the game is also in the same spot. The PC port is messed up currently. I don't know if I want to start that yet. I might give that a try tonight. I haven't decided.
Slaughtered.
I really like overdosing on single-player RPGs, single-player games when they're going to keep doing updates. Sometimes it's better to just give it a break. This patch they just did was not very substantial. I'm guessing the big patch is going to be later. They did fix some of the bugs though. But I only have like one playthrough of this game left after this one, so might be a good time to play something else for a bit and wait for this to get patched up. Or a mod or something. Supposed to be a Dynasty Warriors Origins update at the end of this month. I hope it adds something substantial. And I think it's probably just going to be something useless like the photo mode again. That's not really going to get me to go back to that game. They need to add actual builds. The game has like no builds. Pretty big downgrade. It's a great game, but this doesn't really have a lot of longevity. Not really multiple ways to play the game. It's kind of just stuff you put on your weapons is very boring. I think all the mods broke with all those pointless updates they've been doing too, so that's made me even less interested in going back. The mods definitely made that game a lot better, especially the one that let you map more than 3 moves to your R1 tree. That move really improved the game a lot, but I think it's broken because the update changed the values and no one updated it. So it would take a lot for me to go back to that game. I hate to say that, it's such a good game, but updates have been very lackluster. It just doesn't have any replay value. It gets old quick. It just took all the builds away. I guess they didn't want people to get too powerful. But that's also like a big part of what makes the games replayable. When you take that away, it's kind of like you gotta replace it with something else. But they didn't.
Reacting to something.
I might do some DFO tonight, but no promises. No promises.
Thank you.
This quest is mad depressing, by the way. Instead of it being like the writing trope that you want, where he becomes a sidekick, he just kind of he becomes a monster and you kill him. Depression porn. Like, why can't he become a cool NPC? Give you, like, I don't know, some kind of gotcha mechanic to gamble for gear. Like, nope, you just kill him like everybody else. This game is a cool action game, but it's also a mega depressing tragedy. So basically, like, everybody he knows and loves dies. It's not a very uplifting game. If you don't like those kinds of stories, this is definitely the kind of game you would want to totally skip the cutscenes. This is not a uplifting game meant to raise your spirits. Definitely not. Far from it. That's the kind of story you want. Either don't play this game or don't watch the cutscenes.
The scale is reacting to something. Leave now.
Oops, dodged the wrong way. I think you do actually cause some hit stun when you do that, but it didn't come out fast enough. That was my fault. I want to try spear probably on the last playthrough. Let's try to get a build. Oops. But yeah, this game is one of those games where, like, it's really good, and you want to keep playing it, but then they promise, like, hey, this game's gonna be a lot better later this month, and it's like, well, I kind of don't want to play it anymore at this point. This is the problem with single player games these days. It's like the worst thing about it. I really want to keep playing this game, but there's only like one more playthrough after this. So it's like keep playing it now or wait for them to fix the game. It's like, yeah, at that point I might want to like not play this right now. You know, with like service games and stuff, you expect that, but like with single player games, it's hard because there's not infinite content. It's not going to get updated forever. So it puts you in a difficult spot. It's like I want to keep playing this, but they're already promising to make it way better like next month. So I will probably stop after this playthrough and then wait for updates. That seems like the way to go. You only get 2, yeah, and they're promising to make the game so much better, so I don't know how much longer I will play this. We'll probably finish this playthrough, and then after that I'm probably gonna hold off and not play this anymore for a while. It sucks because I'm having a lot of fun playing this, but kind of feels a little bit counterproductive to keep playing it right now. That's the problem with playing games like this at launch. Like, if you wait for the $30 sale, later, you'll probably get a better experience. Which is pretty much what this game is in a nutshell. That's pretty much this game in a nutshell. I don't know if I have the crafting one for it. What is it called? Deep Shadow? It's kind of good that they don't have more New Game Pluses, because this game's New Game Plus is kind of weird, because the only thing that's interesting about it is the gear. Everything else about it is not really that much different. I think 3 is a good stopping point. It's just the problem is, you know, they're going to make the game so much better, so if you overdose on this game right now, you're not going to have anything. You're not going to have anything to really, you know, play with when the improvements come out. I think they launched this game in a pretty good state, but it's got the same problem as every other, like, single-player, finite amount of content game where we're going to improve this so much, and it's like, cool, I already beat it. I'm not really rewarded for buying the game day one. That's exactly what this game feels like. It's such a good game. It's got flaws, but it's a really impressive game. And they launched it in a pretty stable state for release, but they're promising sweeping changes, and I have like very little content left. Okay, I might be better to play something else for a while. I do have Rise of the Ronin installed. I might see if I can get that to run without my computer exploding and have that be the next game after this playthrough. I don't really want to touch this game for a while. At least have something to play with when they do all the upgrades. felt that way with a Scarlet Nexus. They kept updating that game. Like, cool, when are you gonna, like, stop updating it? Doing, like, major updates, like, every month. Like, I appreciate the passion, but... like, when is it safe to play this game? Because I'm gonna run out of content before they stop updating it, which is, exactly the problem with this game. Exact same thing. I have like 1.5 playthroughs left, and then there's no game left. Endgame in this is a little bit lacking compared to its inspiration, I can definitely say that. They don't really have a replayable mode of any kind. Game feels like Warriors Orochi 4 at launch. But like the only thing it has is the story. And like the combat is really good, but it's like the only there's no like mode to use it in. That's how Warriors Orochi was at launch. The combat is so good, but there was no endgame mode, so burnt through it really quick. Hopefully that's something they'll add. Need like the Abyss or the Under. There are things about this game that are better. There's a lot that's worse, but there's some things that are really better. The fact that you can actually like make builds before you beat the game is the thing that's objectively better than Neo. Because a lot of people don't even get to see how cool the builds are in that game. Because you had to beat the entire game like twice. It's really nice that they let you interact with the builds and stuff on the first playthrough, but the replay value in this is way worse. It's so much worse. Especially because the New Game Plus is just... They don't even remix the enemies. The enemies do not get new moves. It's the same enemies with the exact same moves in the same places. Which really sucks. I was hoping they would have taken a little bit more inspiration, but maybe... I think they did say that maybe they're planning to do DLC, so hopefully that's one of the things they look into. This definitely is not a 300-hour game like Neo or Stranger in Paradise. Because they don't have like a replayable endgame mode. So you'll run out eventually, whether you like it or not.
Come in silence. Look at me.
Did you guys see the new Fatal Fury character? Everybody's very mad. It actually really makes me mad too. Putting a random DJ in the game. They have like so many characters they should add. Put a random DJ in there. The soccer player was bad enough. I don't know what the heck SNK is doing. But people clearly aren't on board with it. The trailer of the DJ guy has like 6,000 dislikes. Oh, they're not doing the right things. That's for sure.
The ball of light devouring everyone.
It's one of those literally nobody wanted these things. I don't know, man. Real people should not be in fighting games. Especially when they have baggage. I mean, every real person has baggage. Like when they put the completionist in the Sea of Stars, and then that whole scandal came out, and they had to hastily replace his sprite with a generic guy. It's just not a good idea to put real people in video games, because they can make some kind of mistake that gets them canceled, and then you have to like either remove them or turn them into a generic NPC, which is what happened with the completionist. I find that really funny, because he was like, he had like a official sprite and everything, and like the pixel artist did a really good job putting him in the game, but then he went ahead and got involved in a scandal and they had to remove him. They replaced him with some guy named Bob, I think. Like, just don't do stuff like that. Real people have baggage. It's not worth it. How long until this guy, the DJ guy, gets some dirt on him? I don't know, he slashed somebody's tires or something. What are they gonna do, just actually put Duck King in the game like it should be? It's like reskin him into Duck King. Maybe that will be the best outcome. He does something to get canceled and they just replace him with Duck King. The character it should be in the first place. Maybe the social media archaeologists are finding something he said 15 years ago, and then they'll replace him with Duck King. Like, look, he said this when he was 18. Now we need to remove him from the game. There you go. Well, I mean, the soccer player guy has, like, legit serious allegations against him. And, like, I don't know. If I was making a big game like that and expecting some kind of financial success, that's not the kind of person I would want to be associated with. You know? Ideally, just like not have any real people in the game at all, so that can't happen in the first place. You know, Terry Bogard is not going to get canceled because he's not a real person. It's great when video games don't have real people in them. Prevents that from being a problem. Terry Bogard isn't going to go off on a racist tirade on Twitter and get removed from the game because he's not a real person. Or they're not going to find something he said 20 years ago. Terry Bogard is immune to being canceled. And you start putting real people in the game, it opens up that happening. It's not a good thing. Should be actively avoided. But I guess money talks.
The stench of chaos emanating from underground. Let us follow it.
remember that ad. Yeah, that mobile game company got in trouble for that. They got in big trouble for that because it was not an accurate portrayal of the character. They did get in trouble for that. I remember what you were talking about. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, they got in big trouble for that. There were consequences for that. You know, they were trusted with, you know, the franchise, and they, you know, portrayed the character in a bad way. This is what I hate about this game. Let's put annoying enemies in bad spots and have platforming. Well, the new game plus cycles in this game are actually pretty boring, to be honest. The only thing that's interesting is the gear that you get is pretty cool. But like the spawns and the placements don't change. It's the same every time. Very strange to like not change the spawns. I don't know why they didn't do that. It can't really be that expensive to do. Mobile game ads are nuts. I've only seen one Wuthering Waves ad that accurately depicts the reason why you should play that game, which is the combat is much better than Genshin, which is like the only real competitor to Genshin is Wuthering Waves, but like the ads are like really mind-numbing stuff. I saw one the other day on Instagram that actually showed how cool the movement tech is in that game. I'm like, you know, this is actually a really good ad. This is actually a high-quality ad, because that's one of the cool things about that game. The fact that the movement is really fun and deep. Like a lot of the other ads are mind-numbing. It just shows you one of the waifu characters smiling at you. I'm like, well, obviously that's a big part of the gacha game market, is people who just want waifus, and that's fine, but it's undermining the other good thing about the game, which is the combat. Like the ad doesn't show you anything. I'm like, there's a million games where you can play generic anime waifus. You should show the thing that makes the game stand out, which is the gameplay and the movement tech and the pretty decent open world. But no, it's just one of the characters smiling at you. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's kind of a crap representation of the game, because there's literally tens of thousands of gacha games with anime girls in them. You should show the actual game. Not want to fight that annoying enemy, I'm going to run. It's going to be there on the next playthrough too. And when they add the 4th playthrough, it'll be there again. I'm just going to skip it. Not worth the stress. There are other enemies to fight that give experience that are not as obnoxious. Pass. We'll probably get through this main mission, then switch games. Oops. It takes so long to heal. That's annoying. I think one of the worst things about this game is the camera. Like, they expect you to perfect guard a lot, but when you get crowded like that, you can't see anything. The camera could be your worst enemy in this game. I don't know really what they could do about that. It does feel like sometimes the camera is what gets you killed when you fight regular enemies. And bosses, it's fine. That one was my fault, though. Yeah, mobile game ads are funny because they often they straight up lie, or they don't even show like the good quality of the game. The Wuthering Waves ads are like that. The marketing team for that. Seems like they're stepping it up, because I did get a really good one on, I think it was Twitter or Instagram the other day, that showed somebody that knew what they were doing really cool movement tech. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's actually showing you the good quality of the game, besides just waifus, which every gacha game has. It's not really a distinguishing feature to have waifus. That's like the most generic thing. It doesn't, you know, really give you a reason to play for the most part. So it was cool to see an ad that was like, hey, you know, we have really cool movement tech in this game, and the combat is very in-depth. Graphics are decent, art style's good, not just some anime waifu smiling at you. I'm like, okay, well, there are tens of thousands of games with that kind of character. The marketing should represent, like, what else there is that the game has to offer.
From there. Stop it, mortal.
Yeah. The peak of combat ads are really bad too. It was legit. The face model for Dante, not the face model, but the screenshot of the render from the face model, talking to you with like Wombo AI. I'm not making this up. You know, that game has its faults, but the combat is decent. We can do a lot worse than that game. The ad is just some meme where they took the render of Dante and made him talk with Wombo AI. What kind of crap ad is this, man? Not even trying. Especially for a game like that, which is not the kind of gacha game you play if you're only in it for character designs, because it's all guys. It's not a waifu game. You think that you would, you know, focus on the gameplay instead, because you don't have the kinds of characters that people are usually attracted to. And no, low effort AI ad. Legit, not even showing, you know, why you would play the game. Yeah, I remember those too. Would be interesting if there was like another Basara gacha and like they actually showed gameplay instead of the characters, because Basara characters are like 90% males, right? There's only a handful of female characters, so the market for a Basara gacha would basically be Fujoshi or people like me who are really passionate about melee combat. Those are the only two markets. For like waifus and stuff, I mean, there are some of them, but there isn't a large pool to choose from, so they would either have to make original characters or make like multiple versions of the same character. But like the ad, if the ad just showed like sick tag combos, I don't know how well that would do actually.
was her. She was. I'm sorry, I...
I pray, but I'm afraid we don't have time to... It's Julian.
Julian?
Then on my need...
I feel so... I know... Feeling...
Jen. Julian's...
I hate to ask again.
Alright, do you guys want to see the Overrider update? Or do you want to see another roguelike I bought? Well, it'll probably be the last thing for this stream. I'm actually like really tired today. I don't have a lot of energy. Like, I can keep playing Kazan, but They're just gonna make it so much better later. I don't know if I'd bother right now. Better to wait until it gets more stuff. Alright, we might not be doing Overrider right now because my control panel is freaking out. I don't know why this is happening. Well, maybe I can't play that tonight. You might just play another game tonight instead. Well, it's looking like that's going to happen because this is not allowing me to frame rate cap currently. I don't know why. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, looks like you're going to get your wish. I don't know why the heck it's doing this. Hold on. I really like Overrider, but the performance issues are really annoying and they hurt my eyes. I want to play that right now, but the optimization's got issues. I'm very sensitive to frame rates dropping. I'm very sensitive to it. Well, when a game does that, it actually really bothers my eyes. So I don't know if we're going to do that tonight. Might do something else instead. I was invited into the beta for it, but if it's going to be laggy like that, I don't think we're going to do it today. I try the new game instead. Alright, let's see if this works. I don't have a lot of patience for tech support tonight. Alright, well, no Overrider tonight. Sorry. I don't even know why it's doing that. Makes no sense. Is the developer on right now? Maybe I can. Alright, well, let's do something else instead. I don't want to leave on a bad note. I wanted to play more of that tonight, but the game said no. What else we got here? Might need to like restart the computer or something. Yeah, I can't play games with choppy frame rates anymore. My eyes really hate me for it. Overrider's still got that optimization issue they need to fix. I can't play it much until then. Do more Kazan tomorrow. More Kazan tomorrow. Do a couple main missions a day, and maybe they'll get that patch out. I'm just running out of game at an alarming rate. Maybe I'll do Rise of the Ronin next, but patch for that's not till the 10th. There's a mod to unlock the frame rate. It's called TOZ Fix, I think. You can run that if you really want to play that game. It's interesting how it like works perfectly. Very bad port. I'm glad that they stepped it up for a Rise. The Rise PC port is one of the best, actually. Considerably better than the competition, like the FF7 remake games. Rise is a rock-solid port. One of the best. They were not giving a crap about Zestiria, I guess. Put zero effort into that port. It already is not a good game. It's already a bad game. It's already a bad game, and then the port is bad too. Like, yeah, not a lot of reasons to play that, especially at launch. The game was exposed for being bad very early on. It wasn't any kind of honeymoon period with that game at all. It was known to be bad from the start. And then they give us that garbage PC port. Even less reason to play it. Yeah, Rise does not get enough credit for having a really good PC port. Literally, the only thing wrong with that port is setting up the controls is pretty clunky. But the game itself ran perfect. It had zero issues. Considering the new Final Fantasy games run on that engine, and they run way worse, Bamco really came out swinging with that port. I may not like that game, but I will always call out the good things about it. The Final Fantasy Rebirth port still does not work very well after like 3 patches. The Rise didn't need any patches. Ran great from the start. Oh no, please don't have another form. No. No more extra form. You're done, dude. Kazan syndrome. No, please no extra health bar. I was all excited to do this first try. Not happening now. Never mind, I did it. There we go. First try. Yeah, not bad. You better say that. That was blind. No, no more. You're done. You're done. Okay, good. No phase 3. Let me enjoy my blind playthrough first victory. Alright. Well, now the run is pretty much dead because I don't have anything else left. But this game's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. You gonna, like, give me a heal, or what? No heal, huh? Well, boss got bodied. I'm happy with that. For, okay, yeah, there is a heal here, good. It's nice that this game is skill-based. Maybe it's not. Maybe I take that back. These guys are mad spongy. Oh, well, still a good run. Got to the first boss. Oh, cool. Next upgrade is the dagger. That costs 8. So 8 levels. Maybe I'll like the dagger the best. I don't really care for the parry in this game because there's not cancels. Well, there is, but it's like right at the end of the animation. Doesn't feel very good. Yeah, this game's nice. It's only like $12. Probably play this while waiting for Kazan updates. maybe do like one main mission on Kazan and then play this. Might be the schedule for a while. 'Cause I'm getting very close to having no Kazan content left. There's very little left. I'd like there to be some game left by the time that they make all the updates. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break and have a snack. And I will be back after. We'll probably do PGR and then some more of that Safiria game I was just playing. I'm kind of in a weird spot right now because there's like not really any games coming out this month. There's Towerborn at the end of the month. There's Kazan updates, but we don't know when. I mean, there's the PGR update. There's Rise of the Ronin as well, which I I want to keep playing, but I'm probably going to wait for the patch. The patch is in like 5 days. Probably go back and finish Reynatus, actually. That just got the final content update, so we'll probably do Reynatus. Not the next stream tonight, but the next stream tomorrow. We'll probably finish that game and wait for Kazan stuff, because Kazan is one of those games that's going to get like months of content of patches, but I've already done almost everything in it, so I think I need to slow down how quick I'm going through it. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to break to have a snack, and I'll come back later. We'll do some more games.